The summer offensive in 1949 is coming to an end. We are having to deal with an American incursion and disruptions to supply lines in Sweden. Unfortunately, this has taken a lot longer to clean up than we initially planned, but I think we are finally starting to get a handle on the American troops that are on the ground. At the same time, the involvement in Poland has been very difficult. Poland is very close to capitulation, but significant Allied reinforcements have led to borders that are difficult to stabilize, and as such, we have to launch new. We're going to have to launch new attacks against significant Allied resistance. We're going to focus towards the last Polish stronghold around Katowice, and I don't actually know where they have moved their capital at this point. That is a good question. I have no idea. But Poland is almost on the ropes, and hopefully the collapse of Poland means that the Soviets are getting a reprieve from the Allied offensive, and that they get some time to deal with the sudden turn of the Chinese towards an Allied friendly posture after being subjugated, and the assaults into the Soviet territory in the center. The one thing that I want to do is I want to send my planes north, because we actually are only facing a couple of French and Czech airplanes in northern Sweden. We'll see how long this lasts in terms of opportunity, but maybe we can get some temporary aerial superiority, and that the enemy that they've broken our ciphers isn't helping either. But we are working on improving the cryptology, but it of course takes vital factories away from the construction works that are currently ongoing. All right, so we're going very slowly because I have to mine several front lines at once. So we've got the attack here on encircled American divisions, that's ongoing, and we've got the cleanup operation happening, plus we need to make sure we're actually defending the port. Of course, we've had the Turkish showing up as well, and here in the north we are just mopping up some remaining positions, and I think the Germans are pushing back. No, the Germans are holding against around Köstlin, but I'm gonna need a single division to please hold that position. So if you can make your way there on the quick, that would be lovely. Just to make sure that in case the Germans are being pushed out, that we're not losing it. Okay, we are holding the line around the center, but we are reinforcing. We are reinforcing here to make sure. Maybe we can push them out a little bit there. We're reinforcing here to make sure that that this stays the case. Why are we struggling so much against this Japanese division? We should not be struggling that much. It's the enemy air attacks again, isn't it? Let's see. We don't want to necessarily lose Königsberg. I might send one division out from Danzig just to clear this up. So let's just let's defend and make sure that the Japanese don't manage to counterattack and take Königsberg. We are getting counterattacked here. Give me 2 divisions here, please. Because I don't think they'll get through, but it's the aerial attacks are relatively significant at this point. Can we break? Okay, they've reinforced here, so let's just defend here. That's fine. We don't need to take this position. Let's Send one division over from Danzig. You stay in Danzig, we send the other division over from here, and then we'll get you to return afterwards. Okay. And we're moving division south to assemble near Krakow and try to for a final push. Okay, we have British divisions now landing. Where did that even happen? Oh, they've taken the port. That is a terrible thing. Immediately push them back out again. How did they land and take the port? Okay, not sure how they managed that, but we have to finish wiping out these American divisions here. Okay, you hold for now. You try to counterattack. We've got the port defended here. There are French troops landing here now as well. You assist with the attack. We need those British troops. What are these? Okay, we got French divisions now landing. Yeah, we need this British division evicted from this port. I don't know what happened to the port guard divisions. They're not paying attention. Potentially, you see how tricky this becomes very quickly. If you let these run out of control, these operations. Okay, we do need to make sure we are restoring. These are the 5 Turkish divisions here that we need to deal with. And I think retaking the port is quite essential, making sure the French don't land. Defeat that one British division. Okay, we'll move the port guards there, and we get the other 2 divisions to start taking on the encircled Turkish. Okay, this should hold despite the southern front. The southern front is completely out of supply at this stage. Oh, that's because they've. Where have they cut the supply lines? I'm not sure, but. We are retaking. Oh, this was the Americans, I think, disrupting our supply there. Okay, we're working on regaining the supply. I think the port guard division here can probably mop up the remaining American troops. Here we are okay. So this is getting cleaned up. Front line should be holding for now, and. Here, actually, we are getting pushed back here by Allied divisions. So let's just send someone to reinforce this for now. We're holding in Krakow, but we are getting pushed here by Yugoslavian divisions again. We do have assault divisions here to push them back if necessary, but let's see if we can manage to hold in time. Have we got the planes in the air over Sweden? Yes, we have. We're facing a superior force, but I think not just numerically, but I think our planes are noticeably superior in terms of quality. We give them more ground troops because that'll really help with dealing with these incursions here. Okay, so let's make sure that we clean up the Americans here, and we are cleaning up the Turkish as well. The Turkish incursion. We've almost gotten the port back under control. There's an assault from the south by a relatively large Turkish force at this point. But have we managed to hold here? I think we haven't. I think they are trying to push us back, but we might be getting troops in here just in time to hold the line. Everything else is stable in the front. This division needs to have a fallback line here. So get back there as quickly as you can. And yes, we've reinforced in time. We should be able to hold this against this Yugoslavian division? Yes. Okay, you dig in here for now. Just for the time being. Okay, yeah, we switch you. I did not want to switch you over to the. I did not want to switch you over to the 8th Army. Just hold here temporarily until we get the other divisions back in place. We give you a separate front line here, a separate defense line here. Okay, as everything's still very much. Where are you moving to? Okay, everything here. Everything's still very much. Very sketchy. Very sketchy in terms of maintaining this position. Let's move one division south here. Okay, how does this look? Okay, we've retaken the port. We are dealing with the Turkish incursion. We are dealing with the American incursion, and we are dealing with this American incursion. So that's all. That's all under wraps. Okay, I think we're starting to control the situation in Scandinavia. Let's see how our jet fighters are doing. They are. I think we are causing. Yeah, we are definitely. We're definitely good on the attack here, and I think we are going to shoot a fair amount of enemy fighters down, which is what we're after. Gives them some experience and gives them something to do. Okay, 2 divisions. 1 division needs to hold there, the other division needs to get back into position. Okay, we are going to have to wait for... Going to have to make sure that we're all going in the same direction here at the same time. Yeah, okay. I think we are going all in the same direction. Good. So, back to the front lines, where we are starting to see the assembled divisions getting ready. I just need to have everyone here. I just need to have everybody's organization back, and then we'll launch the assault against Katowice. Oh, the Gleiwitz, that's where their capital is. So we'll try to take these positions here, and I'm not sure if there's a river line here. I don't think there was one, but we'll have to check anyway. One of our aces has been killed over northern Sweden. That's very unfortunate, but I think I might have one to spare. Oh yeah, he got killed. We send another one in. We have one to spare. Okay. And yeah, this is wrapping up here, and then we'll just have to make sure we are getting all the troops lined up again, because we've pulled a fair amount of troops from the coastal defense lines in Sweden. That you can see how quickly that can spiral out of control if you're not paying attention. Okay, I think I can go back to 2 speed. Wow, that was a lot of action here, and I think we are having most of the troops ready now here. There's one more division that needs to get into position on the offensive line, and then we'll launch the assault on Katowice. While I think these are, yeah, we've got Yugoslavians assaulting us, but we're almost in position. I need to give the troops a little bit of rest here, just to make sure that. Is this assault? I'm not sure if this can be assaulted from here. I'll just leave this division here. Just to make sure they get some rest, and we have to make sure that we are cleaning up the remaining... we're actually not in a good position here, but I think the Americans are going to, despite it being a cross river attack, I think the Americans are not going to be able to hold that, because they are completely out of supply at this point. So we should be able to mop that up regardless. Okay. Port is back under control. Front lines are back under control. We have supply restored on the Swedish lines. Okay, we might just not do that. Instead, we'll move around and attack them from the other side. There we go. And we'll leave one division here just to make sure they're not breaking out again, but I don't think they are. So I think these American divisions are now stranded pretty much. And we are... How are we on... How are we here? We've got a tank division. 2 tank divisions, actually. Yeah, we've got 2 tank divisions and an assault division in place. And no, you can go on that front line as well. That makes that a couple more. Okay, so we've got a fair amount of divisions here. Why is it only 3? It should be 4. There, 4 divisions on that front line in Krakow. And we'll just wait until they get their organization back, and then we will launch the assault on Katowice. And there is... Okay, that's still the same naval invasion. I think that's... we've got 6 divisions there. That's probably why it took... it wasn't that easy to deal with them. Let's see if we can wipe them out from the other side more easily. How are we on... supply? We're decent. Fuel is starting to become a bit of an issue with the plane. The jet planes are quite fuel hungry, but we're now outnumbered quite a bit, but we are shooting down a fair amount of enemy planes. So so far we've lost 3 to accidents and 5 shot on in air battles, but they are starting to outnumber us now a little bit. Who's bringing in the UK, Czechoslovakia? Well, we'll challenge them. We'll challenge them for a bit for aerial superiority over Sweden, just for the duration of this campaign. Okay. How are my divisions need to recover still. Can we do anything here? Not really. Okay. And I think we are somewhat stable. Yeah, we're stable on the Polish front for now, so we'll just wait for these divisions to complete that assault. Let's have a quick look at the Atlantic, where our submarines have been busy sinking unescorted convoys by the looks of it. Yeah, I'm all for that. Please keep doing that. Okay, and the assault is beginning in northern Sweden. So once you are all done there, get back towards the coastline, and then we'll get you redistributed. This division can go here. Okay, well we'll wait until the American incursion is finished. But how is the air situation? Yeah, they have retreated actually after taking some quick losses. The enemy airplanes have retreated, which is good news. Which means that for the first time in this war, we are actually under Baltic Unitary State aerial superiority. Isn't that something? This division can already return, I think, to the lines here. We are pretty much done there. How is the situation looking in the south here for the first army troops? Yep, everyone's ready, I think. So let's begin the assault on Katowice. And we'll bring 4 divisions. We'll bring... Hang on. This is 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3 tank divisions, actually. I didn't even know we had 3. 3 tank divisions and 1 assault division. And we will bring 1 regular infantry over as well. And we'll see how well our tanks are going to perform. I mean, they obviously aren't... they obviously don't have all the best equipment just yet, but we are definitely they're not necessarily able to penetrate the armor, which is making these tanks quite impactful on this mission. Furious assaults by Czech troops, Yugoslavian troops, and similar along the front lines here. But I'm not sure where the Americans went. I mean, I know that oh, have we not managed to break them here? Not sure what happened there. Please break the Americans. We need to make sure that they are getting wiped out here. So let's make sure that that's the case. We definitely don't want them to spread even further again, having to chase them down. So please do make sure these get wiped out. Have we broken through? Yes, we have broken through. And then we are going to, with the 1st Army's assault divisions, going to continue on to Gleiwitz and see if we can, if our tanks can take that position. And I think that might be enough to capitulate the Polish Republic. 98%. Yeah, I think. Okay, we have taken Katowice. We'll pull an infantry division through, but then actually no, we haven't. We're just moving towards Katowice at this point. But counterattacks are not gonna save you here, and we will leave one infantry division. We'll try to leave one infantry division here, there, while we might have to send some more troops over to Krakow if necessary. I think I will send this division over to Krakow just to hold that. Breda has been wounded. That is unfortunate, but why are we still? I'm not sure what's happening here, but somehow we are struggling to chase down these American troops. We'll deal with it eventually. But right now I'm more interested. Okay, we are at the gates of Katowice. Furious Allied counterattacks, but and yes, they are trying to retake Krakow. But I think by now our divisions are relatively well entrenched there. There is another naval invasion planned along the Swedish coast, but by now we've got that under wraps. So it's just a question of can we catch the last American marauders there in the forests? And can our tanks break through to Gleiwitz? And do we even need to? There's a last stand of. I'm not sure what that was. Yeah, industrial sabotage. Don't care. Furious counterattacks here, and we are pushing on towards Gleiwitz. I'm gonna leave the infantry here and just get them to hold this position and support the attack from there. But with the tanks are pushing on towards the Polish capital, and you stay there. And that should, by all intents and purposes, be it. In British invasion, how many divisions? Just a small force. Nothing to worry about. And we have managed to catch the last remaining 7 American divisions that were hiding in the forests and are now under the watchful eye of Baltic Unitary State Air Force, in the process of wiping them out. So that's that. And Japan has decrypted our cipher. Okay. How far is the Polish Republic? Yes, I think that's it. I think we don't even need to push towards Gleiwitz. I think I can leave 1 tank division here. Okay. Radio interception group is done, and Poland has capitulated. We have captured 17,000 guns, 1,600 artillery pieces, and a veritable flurry of other equipment that'll help the German war effort. The Polish Republic has capitulated. Great news. Now the interesting question, yes. So suddenly, the Allied front has completely capitulated. The former Soviet territories, after hearing the news of Polish surrender, have risen up against their former occupiers, and now the Allied troops are relatively isolated. That said, they are obviously going to be able to retake the territory, because these are just the common people. These are not actually soldiers. But most of the Allied troops at the front lines are now completely isolated, and we actually have an opportunity here to completely destroy a large amount of Allied troops, because suddenly Germany is back on the map, which means that these divisions actually don't have anywhere to go, if I'm not mistaken. So if we can, I mean, they are still reasonably strong here, and they will eventually retake the territory. So I don't think the uprising in Sachsen is going to last for very long, given that they have no divisions there. But I think under these circumstances, we have an opportunity along our front lines here to cause some severe problems to the Allies. Not so much here. I think that territory the British hold pretty well, but can we... No, I don't think we can launch any assaults, unfortunately. We just don't have the divisions here. But we will see. We'll hold here for now. We might have an opportunity, say, for example, in Wilno, to here, for example, we have an opportunity to cut off 11 British divisions. So we'll see if we can make some surgical incursions. And interestingly enough, the southern parts of Poland, certain regions in Poland have decided to join the Baltic Unitary State. Now, how long that is going to hold is a different question. But let's see if we can manage to encircle and wipe out some of the enemy divisions here. So it's a large opportunity for us to make that happen. So we're gonna have to take that slowly again. And before we do that, just double checking. Yeah, this is all. These American divisions are getting wiped out. Suddenly we have control over a vast amount of military factories. So that's new. That's not a problem we usually have, which means we can increase our self-propelled anti-air production quite significantly. Let's make that five factories on that, and let's make it a full 10. There we go. Okay. So that's happening. Let's see where we can have an opportunity to destroy some Allied forces. Now we do need to make sure that they have nowhere to retreat, because the locals are rising up against them. So we are looking for areas where we can create pockets that we can use to get troops encircled. So for example, here we can assault, and here we can assault. Let's see if we can make these assaults happen with some support. It is across a river line, but that's an attack we can make, and I believe I have seen another opportunity somewhere around the Vitebsk area. Where could we possibly... So we can't really do anything here very much, but this is now Soviet territory. Here we have relatively weak divisions. So if we push out from Wilno, so if we attack from Wilno and support this attack from the rear, and at the same time send 2 divisions to attack here, and support that attack from the rear as well, and get these get 1 division here to pin the British forces in place, then we have an opportunity to encircle them before they can rejoin their before they can retake the territory where the locals have had an uprising. We just have to make sure that no naval invasions happen in the meantime while we're not paying attention. Okay, we're still busy cleaning up the Americans in the forests in Sweden, but can we... I think this is not how... I'm not sure that this is going to happen unless we get some reinforcements here, but Where are we going to go with this? We'll see. I'd be quite interested to cut off this this territory in the north here. Take that opportunity. Can we counter attack? I don't have an awful lot of troops here, unfortunately. Can we counter attack here with some assistance? Because then we might be able to get. And I think I'm not sure if we're going to get across here. We'll see. We have an opportunity near Gleiwitz to potentially close this encirclement here. So let us see if we can take it. If we can move the tank forces, north. So the tanks near Gleiwitz into Opphain, and then actually let's close it here. And we move the tank forces from here in here. And we get some reinforcements going along the lines here. Okay. That's... we can support that from the other side. Danish troops trying to land. That's not a problem. We'll just wipe them out as we go. This attack, I think, is failed, so let's stop that attack. But we are pushing out from Radom, and the idea being that if we can close this cauldron here, we can potentially wipe out these troops. But I have to be careful not to overstretch my opportunities here. So let's see. Let's make sure that we're not getting our own troops cut off anywhere. There we definitely broke through. In the north here we might be able to. I think this looks relatively good. Danish troops, how's the Swedish situation? Okay, we've cleaned it up, so let's get one division to move there and then get back into position, and the other three can already move back into their respective defensive lines. Okay, and you move here, and everybody else, you can actually go north here. Okay, so that was another 13,000 American troops, 33,000 plus 13 American troops. And we are doing 2 strategic encirclements here, or at least attempting 2 strategic encirclements here. Potentially. One around Gleiwitz. Let's remove that front line here. We haven't lost anyone, it's just that they've retaken the territory. And the other one around here, near around this area here. So almost through here, and then once we are through, we are going to continue pushing in the other direction. This is all across rivers, but we might be able to cut off a... Okay, the Danes have landed. Just, you know, deal with them, please. So, yeah, I'm really uncertain what happens to these troops, if the Soviets are going to be able to clean them up, because it's a massive mess. But we're not doing anything in the north here, given that the British are holding and retaking the territory here without too much trouble. So yeah, we're not encircling anyone there, but maybe we can take this this place, and we can push through from here and encircle a bunch of troops here on this line, and then solidify at the Polish border, a former Polish border. So let's see how that's going to end up going. Right now, we are gonna need to push through. Yeah, we're gonna need to push through a bit further than this. So let's see. Okay, we've got 6 Turkish divisions here now. I think this might be actually the better vector. Let's change the direction of this attack a little bit and see if we can break through on different axes. We have cut off... yeah, they're retaking the territory. This is fine. We're not actually... I just have to delete these front lines to make sure that my troops aren't moving. We are... Yeah, we're operating without front lines for the time being, just to make sure they're not not making any trouble. But the interesting part is, can we close it up in the other direction? And can we encircle these troops here? Okay, so let's defend this first, and then try to mop up as much as possible whatever divisions we have here. They are counterattacking obviously from the south, so let's just defend this first. Focus on the position here. We have taken Oppeln, and that means we are only one coming under immediate, I think, Greek counterattack. Yeah, these are Greek divisions, and yes, they're obviously trying to break out. I'm gonna need one more division here, just to make sure we are not getting cut off. You stay and defend Gleiwitz, and we'll try to close it up in the north. How are we here? How are we looking here? Just you two, just try to attack. Can we push them back yet? Not quite yet. We're gonna give you a front line here. 2 divisions on that front line for now. And we'll try to close off the sector. They are trying to retake Warsaw, but I don't think they will get there. I think we're too well entrenched. How is it looking? The Greek are still trying to break out. We'll have to see if we can hold that. But we can then start some... I think we can start potentially a cleanup operation here. Not you. You stay... you stay there. But you can start cleanup operations on the other side and just make sure that these divisions don't go anywhere. While we are trying to connect the lines in the north. Although it looks a little sketchy. I mean, we don't need to hold Gleiwitz, to be honest. Let's just counterattack from all directions at this point, and see if we can get the encirclement there. Have we managed to break through? I believe we may have in Bialystok. That looks like we may have. So let's begin. I don't have much here in terms of troops, but let's see if we can manage to roll these up a little bit. 2 strong defenders still. I might not have enough troops here to. Yeah, we don't have enough troops here yet to break this. I definitely can't lose war. I don't want to lose Warsaw, so there's some relatively strong French opposition here. Okay, other things that I need to remember. I don't need to keep contesting the Swedish air region because we're done here. But I'll leave the planes here for now. Okay, we have actually an encirclement here, so let's try to assault. I'm not sure how this happened, but this is Soviet territory. So let's try to assault the divisions here and check if we can manage a breakthrough there. Okay, the attack here is definitely not happening, but we've got another encirclement here actually. So let's see if we can make some offensive operations along the lines here happening as well. And relatively well defended, unfortunately. And they are pushing into our territory then. which is natural. How did I get a 4th Army Division ending up here? I'm not sure how they managed to get through to there, but well, that's certainly odd. Okay, several naval invasions planned here. Yeah, but I think all our troops are moving back into their respective defensive positions. So Sweden is secure. Odd things are happening here on the front lines. Not quite certain. I'm not quite certain how this division ended up. It might have railroaded onto the into the area before I had a chance to to delete the front lines. But can we break through here is the question. Can we support? No, we're too far away. Can we support here? Yes, we can support here. Okay, in that case, let's stay the assault. No, can you? No. I want you to support. I want this division, or these 2 divisions, to stay the assault for now, and you as well, and support the attack on this side, and see if we can... Ah, they're breaking out. Okay, that's unfortunate. Push them back again. And yeah, I think we just need to have them pinned here, to be honest. Okay, that's happening. These are massive encirclements. I'm just not sure that I can actually clean them up, to be honest. Yeah, this division, please railroad. Please make your way back to the regular front lines. We have encircled the enemy here, however. So this is also something we can start cleaning up. And we are going to try and push into this position. Yeah, let's get everyone going. And it's just about dealing as much damage right now as we can until the front lines get stabilized again, and making the best of the situation. Might lose Warsaw there. Not sure why this division is taking so long to get over to these French incursions there. So this division, please make your way back to the regular front lines. We are running a little low. And obviously it means that we will potentially let's get 1 division up north into Warsaw, counterattack immediately. Actually, we have a division there that can counterattack. Yeah, the assaults here are not really happening that easily. We might just try to defend here for now. No, I don't think we can contain this large encirclement. I think this is a bit too much. And I think we are just going to stop the assaults here. Yeah, just stop the assaults here. I think it was a nice idea, but let's retreat from this line. Let's delete that front line. Let's get everybody back. You stay where you are. You move in from the north. Let's consolidate that, because we have an encirclement here, and I think that one is manageable in terms of as a potential cleanup operation. So we can leave 1 division here. Yeah. So let's leave the east here. I think this was too far. Stop the attacks. We don't have the troops here to make this breakthrough happen. So just stop the attacks and let that be for now. Maybe the Soviets are going to come in and sandwich it from the other side. So everybody just get back to your defensive lines. We have nobody in Bialystok, however. That is not something I'm particularly happy about. Where did that 1 division go? This division. Can I get you to please return to Wilno on the double? I am a little short here. So I'm going to move one division out of Grodno into Bialystok just to make sure that we're not losing that position. And everything else here should be reasonably stable. Okay, so let's clean up this. Let's clean up this incursion here. And that's a fair amount of Allied divisions that we can wipe out. And then you can already start attacking here with some support from the other side. And then I would say, my gosh, there are all manner of naval invasions planned at this point. I think we'll just sit down and let the Soviets potentially deal with encirclements. Like, I'm not super keen on holding this territory here. I just want to get my division out, to be honest. There are too many Allied divisions for us, for us to clean up. But this one's been successful, so that definitely has worked. And we'll just need to clean up the rest of them. And I think we've almost got them here. And then we can get everybody back onto their front lines and consolidate the gains here. Make sure we are, I don't know if the Soviets can use this to their advantage, because the Allies obviously are trying to retake the territory and put down any kind of resistance that the local population is putting up. But I don't think I have the troops to make that happen. So for now, let's get back to our positions, deal with all the potential naval invasions, and take our gains where we can find them. Would have been nice to wipe out a massive part of the front line here, but for now I am gonna need one division here to hold Warsaw, please. So you please get back to Warsaw, and you please get back into position there. Okay, I can speed it up a little bit. Support the assault here, and everybody else, you attack here as well, please. Have they been pushed back? I'm not sure. Okay, let's try that again with some support while we are boxing them in. And I think we have them boxed in. Naval invasion in Finland around Vasa. I think that's okay, depending on how many. Naval invasion in Novgorod by some understrength French tanks. That's okay. Might send one division north here just in case. Okay. And yeah, you need to please fall back. I don't want to lose a division here. They might be getting cut off actually, so we might have to send a second division south just to make sure that this one does not run into trouble here and ends up being caught in enemy territory. That would be bad. Prefer not to lose a division here. So let's make sure we get there before the Turkish do. That would be nice. I don't have anything else that I can use to pin this Turkish division, so not an awful lot we can do in that regard. But we are running a little low on fuel, to be honest. Okay, we've got these divisions encircled now, so if everybody can please join in on the party and deal with the remaining forces here, and then we will wrap it up for today, I think. So can we save them? Can we save this division is the question. Yes, they have made it through. Okay, stop, and you fall back north. Fall back north. Just hold in the north. And this has been, yeah, we've cleaned up this little one, this little incursion there. So stop here. Everybody stop here. You hold open. And I think we've more or less reorganized ourselves. Yeah, you fall back north, please. I think we've more or less reorganized ourselves, and I'm not sure how much the Soviets are going to be able to capitulate on, to capitalize, not capitulate, capitalize on this. We want the Soviets to not capitulate, but with this, everything is, I think, in order at this point. Poland has capitulated, which means until I think they would need to get Warsaw back in order to make something happen. So Germany is back on the map. We are holding territory that I don't really want to hold, but it's okay. We'll hold it for now for the Germans. I will have to reorganize all the front lines. And how far are we from our goal? We are at 58 and 56%. So I would say early 1950 is when we should be able to declare the empire. But this is all the help we could give the Soviets. I do hope they can take it from here, because I think at this point now I'm going to reorganize the front lines, hold the southern territory here inside Poland, just along the defensible river line, and then focus the first army on moving towards Berlin, honestly, and see if we can liberate the area there. Eventually, it'd be good to close the Danish Straits. And I'm also not completely averse to taking the Norwegian aluminium resources, but let's actually see if we can trade with... Can we trade with Germany? Can we trade for aluminium with anybody? Because Germany is capitulated still, so I don't think we can actually trade with them. That's fine. We might have to construct a couple more synthetic refineries in that case. So let's build some synthetic refineries up in the north. There we go. Yeah, we've got plenty of things to go through until we get there. So, but we have now a decent amount of factories actually. So now we just need to get off the conscription laws, and then we are going to be in a much better position. But last things I'll check. We've sunk American transports, very much appreciated. How are my submarines doing? Got this one can already join in the north. The other one is still training. So yeah, our submarine forces are building up. Our Air Force can actually control northern Sweden if necessary. We've got 5 jet fighter wings at this point. They need to replenish after the last action, but that has been the first successful air action for us. And we have fragmented the Allied lines. We have caused local uprisings, and if we're lucky, the Soviet Union can make use of this situation, and is going to be able to crush some of the opposition and the Allied opposition there. In the end, the Soviets are still our enemies as well. It's just that right now they're more convenient to not to be. But yeah, we'll reorganize all the front lines. All these various lines here need to go, and I'll do that next episode. But for now, we have achieved victory and hopefully save the Soviet Union. But we will see. We will see how that'll turn out in the end. We are probably 3 months away from the goal of raising the empire of Finno-Ugria, and then we will work on the further liberation of the German Reich. That's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.